let's jump into it. I know we want to talk about the Nuggets playing against the Lakers. Everybody was waiting for that game. Game number 1, Western Conference Finals. Did I like it? I did at the beginning, and then it just got crazy. But the very beginning, I enjoyed the game. The game was okay. Didn't like the way the Denver Nuggets were playing, though. They were allowing too many transitional buckets. The Lakers were just having a field day with that, and that's what the Lakers do. They do that really great. Even when they're shooting free throws, have you noticed that AD is never on the free throw line? He's always up there just waiting for them to grab that ball, and he's up, running up there, some alley hoop or something like that, and boom, like easy buckets. So they were allowing a lot of those. Even though they were scoring on this side, they're trading buckets, but the Lakers were getting very easy buckets. Not to say that the Nuggets are struggling to score. The offense was working. The high screen and pop, Jokic was still doing the same thing, and he was getting smaller guards on him, and Jamal was very aggressive, getting the bigs, and he was just, hitting them with the hezzy or something like that. And he was getting to the bucket and scoring. But the end of that quarter, I think they led 38-36 or something like that. That's almost 40 points. As you can see, and the Lakers scored 36. That's a lot of buckets. That means the defense was just not there. So it was pretty entertaining, but seemed like an all-star game than a playoff game. But to me, that told me the whole story. That's the whole story right there. The Lakers were doing what they do really good. Transitional buckets, being very aggressive, on the offense, going into the paint. This is what they need to do if they need to win this the series. And then same thing was working for the Nuggets on the other side. There's screen, high screen, pop or roll, and that was working. It was working for them, and I don't know why the Lakers. This is what killed the Clippers. I thought maybe the Lakers might do something different, but I guess everybody's gonna make the necessary adjustments in the second game. Okay, so like I said, 38-36. We went into the second quarter. Now the second quarter, that's when everything just went nuts. I think the Lakers went on a 17-1 lead to begin the quarter, because this is when the Lakers' big three decided to make their presence felt. Now, in the bubble, everybody came to make their names. I guess everybody went there to make their names. So I guess the Lakers' big three are no different. They're like, if the Phoenix Suns went to the bubble and then they just shined so much and everybody was just loving the Phoenix Suns, and then Dame, made his name for himself. Hey, even Playoff P, okay, not the kind of name that he wanted, but he walked away with the name also. Notorious now, right? So the Lakers big three were like, let's also make a name for ourselves right now. So the Lakers big three started blowing the whistle. They started blowing the whistle. I felt like I was in Oakland for a second listening to this, Too Short. I'm like, is this too short? I'm a little confused here. So I went on the net to see if other people, saw what I was seeing. The same thing was happening. Everybody was saying the same thing. Everybody was seeing, not everybody, but a lot of people were seeing what I was seeing. Because when you shoot 24 free throws in the quarter, that's a lot. That is a lot. Did you hear that? That was a hammer right there. All right. 24 free throws, that's a lot. I'm talking about that's a lot of free throws. You keep that pace, you shoot almost 100 free throws in the game. If they kept at it, the Lakers big three, Foster and company, man, they were blowing that whistle left and right. All right. Blow the whistle. Okay. That's another story, but you'll catch me when I start doing my thing like I was too short. But yeah, so the Lakers took that, and then in the third quarter, let's jump into the third quarter. I was like, all right, so we on pace to like 100 free throws. But then I guess, I don't know, maybe they also went on the net or something like that, and then they heard what people were saying. Maybe it was just too obvious that they were really going out there to make a name for themselves. Everything changed. I was like, where's the consistency? The consistency wasn't there. The disparity was obviously there. The Lakers were shooting a lot of free throws. The Nuggets were not. The Nuggets were in foul trouble. The Nuggets were frustrated. It carried over to the third quarter. Just at the very beginning, Jokic got into another stupid foul. He committed this foul. He should have fouled out in the third quarter, but they were now blowing the whistle. Then I was like, all right, so where are the big three right now? You know what I mean? Keep blowing the whistle. Be consistent. Why stop right now? Why stop? If those were fouls in the second quarter, why are they not fouls right now? Obviously, somebody must have talked to them, or probably they heard a lot of people complaining about that. But anywho, it was what it was. The Joker was frustrated. He was committing stupid fouls at that time. And I was like, where are the Nuggets that I'm used to? The comeback kids, composure. I was like, man, you really got to be on another level to be composed, because I was also freaking out on this side. I was like, man, I love my Too Short, but this is just too much. I can only listen to Blow the Whistle for so long. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So we jump all the way to the fourth quarter, and then that's when, the Denver Nuggets outscored the Lakers, but it was too little, too late. The Lakers had already run away with this. The big three secured the win in the second quarter. This game was over a long time ago. So my take from this whole game is, I think, like I said, the first quarter pretty much told me everything about this series. This is what I'm going to be seeing, and I'm sure they're going to go back and make some adjustments. Those transitional buckets, and then, the Nuggets get, scoring buckets with that pick and pop. I'm sure the Lakers are going to do something about that. We're going to see a series. It's going to be interesting. But if the Lakers' big three show up again, this thing is over. It's done. It's a wrap. The Lakers are going to the finals. Shout outs to the big three. Peace. Hey, yo, make sure you forget to subscribe. Make sure you do that. And make sure you forget to hit that bell right there so you don't hear from me. Do whatever you want to do, man. Whatever, man.